Hi, I'm Damian Rothermel, financial planner and founder of Rothermel Financial Services. Please enjoy the following information I prepared. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know at drothermel@rothermelfinancial.com. I am an investment advisor representative of, and securities are offered through USA Financial Securities, a member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor. Rothermel Financial Services is not affiliated with USA Financial Securities. Following information is educational and is not intended as personal financial advice. Seek the help of a qualified financial professional regarding any strategies discussed. Investing carries an inherent element of risk and includes the potential for loss of principal and income. Past performance is no guarantee of future results, and your actual results may vary. I do hope you enjoy the information we're sharing. And again, if you have any questions, you can reach me at drothermel@rothermelfinancial.com. Thank you.
Hi, it's Damien here. Just wanted to reach out to everybody and let you kind of know how I recommend to respond to what's happening in the markets and the economy in the world right now, along with the coronavirus that we're seeing some pretty significant changes, not just to the stock market, and I think we'll start to see some economic numbers that start looking negative. But just our day in, day out interactions with everybody. So the good news is people are taking this serious. There's a lot of social distancing. You can see I'm in my home office today. I'll be back and forth between this office and my normal office. So business will be as usual on my side of things. But I'm probably one of the least qualified people medically to make any comments on it. So I'm not going to really chime in a whole lot on what to do or how to do it, but do listen to the experts. Please take care of yourself. Please, utilize the knowledge that's available in that world. So, as many of you know, we've seen a very, very significant decline in the stock market, definitely in the bear market. That's a 20% decline from the top. I don't know where the bottom is. I don't know if we've hit the bottom. I don't know if the actions the government's taking now, the various stimulus packages, how they're going to help, how it's all going to ripple through. I'm glad there are actions being taken, steps to help everybody have a little bit better future outcome out of this, but time will tell, So the key thing I wanted to share with you is I'm not trying to predict what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know a year from now, a month from now, really 10 minutes from now. But what I do know is I can't control that. So one of the things that I do talk a lot about is we do the plan first and invest second. So when I'm having conversations right now about, well, what do we do? The market's pulled back. Do we sell? Do we buy more? Do we just stay the course? We first and foremost, we revisit what are we trying to do? So for most of the people we work with, we've had conversations that really incorporate three different levels of risk management. The first one is utilizing a potentially higher level of guaranteed income. So especially if you're getting ready to retire, or you are retired, or there's other distributions that are going to be needed for college or whatever the expenses may be, right? Those monies, we probably want to keep at some level in short term, and we're probably not really taking a whole lot of risk with those dollars. So we're going to designate those assets to short term. For the next bucket of money, we call that the midterm, and that's usually about 5 to 10 years out. That money is typically, we're wanting to keep up with inflation, maybe moderately conservative allocation, some growth to it, but not a lot of risk with those pieces and parts. And then from there, we're in that long-term world. So we're now 10 years, or even 15, or even possibly 20 years out, depending upon your situation. And that's the money that we're seeing, typically that we're seeing get hit pretty hard right now. The reason we use asset designation, which the income distribution planning I use is called asset cycle, but the idea is it's a bucket strategy. We're going to set some short-term, mid-term, long-term, right? And the reason we do that is it allows us to buy time for our long-term money to recover whenever something bad happens. Did I forecast something this bad would happen this quick? No. I've been doing this for over 20 years now. In 98, we had a really steep pullback, probably a month or two into my career. I was around during the tech bubble burst, the recession after 9/11, the Great Recession we had in '08 and came out of through '09. And then really the last 2 or 3 years, we've started to see a few, little shocks like price points here and there. In 2018, we saw a couple 1,000-point declines in the Dow, and then things recovered. At the end of 2018, we saw a 17 to 18% decline in the stock market in the fourth quarter. That was related to the government shutdown and tariffs, so those were kind of things that could be turned back off, basically. And we saw in 2019 a really, really strong year for equities. So now that we're having a pullback, if you would have asked me 2 years ago, would it be possible we'd be in a bear market? I'd say, yeah, that's fair enough. That's plausible at least. It's a possibility. Would have had no idea this is the reason why we're having it, but we never know why things ultimately happen. We just do know that something will happen. They'll either go up, they'll stay the same, or they'll go down. So that's why I like having the asset cycle approach, where we're going to cycle out the assets and use them as we need them and take less risk with the money that we're going to need to use here in the near future. Additional level of risk management used is typically on each of the underlying investments. We're using money managers or mutual funds or strategies or products that are taking a heightened approach to risk management, whether they're using various buy signals, sell signals internally to act on things. So we've seen some pretty good results with that, which is nice. It's nothing that's earth-shattering, there's no magic bullet or secret sauce. The Magic 8 Ball I use is my kid's toy, so it doesn't work. So we do plan for pullbacks. And that's why the money that's further out, longer out, 10 years out, we can continue. We know how to respond when we have these kind of market pullbacks. So the other thing I wanted to let you know is we do, there's a lot of uncertainty right now. So if you have questions, if you have concerns, if you want to go over your specific plan, you're welcome to reach out to me. We are trying to stay on top of all of this as quickly as we can. It's a very dynamic market right now. Things are changing fast. So we try to address that as much as possible with there. But the other thing we notice is a lot of our clients are telling us anecdotally of friends or family members or coworkers that aren't necessarily in a right spot. They have all their money in equities, for example. They're focusing on 100% growth. And when I hear that, that can be frightening. Do they really understand the risk associated with that? So one of the services we always offer is to act as a sounding board to anybody that's important to you. They're important to us. So, it's definitely still on the table right now. My family and I, we were going to be out of town this week. We canceled our trip. So I do have time available. If anybody does have questions, they're welcome to ask. So if you have friends or family that are like, we don't really know what to do, we're afraid this is too big of a hit for us, we don't know how to recover, I'm definitely willing to have a conversation with them to get them going in the right spot. Same thing for you. If you have questions about your strategy, as always, you're welcome to reach out to us. Administratively, just a couple points. We're not really doing a whole lot of face-to-face appointments. Everything's going to be conference calls. We do have some technological capabilities to screen share, to Skype, Zoom, all those kind of fun things. We could definitely do that. But really just picking up the phone, having a conversation is typically the easiest way of going about it. I do have an office here at my house that's fully capable to do the 99.9% of what I do in my physical office. So if anything does come up and we need to address it and I'm not physically in the office, I can take care of it here at home. Same thing with Sarah. She worked remotely already, so this is really zero impact to her day in and day out with how she handles things. So I just want to make sure you know that for us, it's business as usual. I would, on a final note, encourage you to be patient with all the people out there that are trying to help. It's a very stressful time. because there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen next. So, just as far as being a good citizen of the world, if you are going to the grocery store and you are shopping, be a little patient. Things are going to be a little on the lower side. Thank people for the work they're doing and the help they're doing. So, but to circle back around to you, if you do have any questions, if you do have any concerns and you want to get into them in more detail, give me a call or shoot me an email and we will set that up. Thank you.